Okay, good morning, Professor. My name is Tang Hui Ming, and this is my third project presentation. So, the third project is to define five functions: my map 1, my map 2, ordlist, my length, and max. My map 1 is a function that basically does what a map function does. Um, my map 2 is also a function that basically does what a map function does. Ordlist is a function that takes in a list of characters and return a list of their integer codes. My length function is a length function, returns the length of a list, and max function is a function that returns the largest element of a list. So let's go deeply into the mymap1 function. It is a function with the same type and behavior as the built-in map function, but without using map. They should be on one line of code. So here is the mymap1 function. I know there's 3 lines of code, but the most important line for this function is this one. The other two are just there to pattern match, just in case something goes wrong. I can delete these, and it will still work as intended. Let's test it out first. I want a function that increments an integer list by 1, each element of an integer list by 1. So this is my anonymous function, and this is my list. It should return 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So yeah, that's my map1 function. My map2 is the same as my map1, but in this case I cannot use the foldr or foldl. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot to explain what my map1 function does. So it uses the foldr function, and for each element from the last element to the first element, it will apply a func, as you can see, to the element, and then it will append it to an empty list, or B in this case. So it also defines its own anonymous function, but that is just to append it to the list. A func is one anonymous function, and this is another anonymous function. Okay, I almost forgot to explain what my map does. My map 2 works a little differently. It has some pattern matching, and here we take in an anonymous function, and we also take in a list. So inside my map2 function, I declare a local variable x, and I apply a func to the first element, e. And then I append that to a list. Inside my expression, I also recursively call my map again for the next element, and it will keep calling my map until there's no more elements, until nil. So let's test it out. And it works the same way as my map1, as you can see. Now for my ordlist function, it is a function that uses my map1. It can use my map2, it'll work. So it calls my map1, and it provides the anonymous function fn of a, returns the ord list of the ord of a. Ord is a function that converts a character into an integer. So for each element inside L right here, for each character element inside L, return the integer code. All right, let's see. There we go. Same as the example. I use the example. For my length function, it uses the foldr function, and for each element, it counts the number of elements. So this anonymous function here keeps track. This anonymous function here increments b. B initially is 0. So for each element, b gets incremented over and over until there's no more element. And when there's no more element, that is the length of the element of the list. So my length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should return 6. Yep. Now for my max function, it uses the foldl function because I wanted a little diversity. I can also write it in foldr. The function defines its own anonymous function, which takes in 2 parameters, a and b. B is initially 0. A is the element of the list from the first element to the last element, foldl. And it compares whether a is greater than b. If a is greater than b, return a. And if b is greater than a, greater than or equal to a, return b. So what I want to explain a little what this does after it's returned. When A is returned, this value in the middle here becomes that new value that's returned by the function, by the anonymous function. So if A is 10, the next iteration B will be 10, and 10 will be compared in this anonymous function. All right, let's test it out. There we go, 6. If I add 30 here, it should return 30. Okay, thank you for watching. Hopefully I make sense. And yeah, I'll see you in the next project. Goodbye.